What is going on, everybody? This is Keith, your casual teacher. In today's video, I'm going to share to you guys the question that was asked to me when I had my teacher interview. So stuff like, are you in school right now? Tinetext ko yung principal namin, subukan ko interviewin. Can I interview you about teacher hiring? Lagi pumayag. Alright, let's go. Ilang days na walang car wash. Hey.
Come on in, dude. Awesome. My name is Mike Weekly. I'm the elementary principal for a K-5 school in Anthem, Arizona. It's called Karis Academy. I just completed my first year, and then we're going to start our second year. I've been in school administration for 4 years. So for our system, we use UKG. I check it daily for when we have a position posted. Anything that comes in to it, I look at every single applicant. I'll go through the resume. I personally don't, it doesn't bother me if the resume is long. What I'm looking for are those things like experience, education, and then from there we will show those resumes to a hiring team, if whoever may be on that team, and then we'll look at it to see, okay, this looks like a great candidate, and then we would go from there and extend or start the interview process.
Awesome. All right. So how many stages are there usually in an application process? Let's say for hiring a teacher.
Okay. For hiring a teacher, it's going to be the application submitted by the person who would like the role. After that, it's going to be a review from myself and the interview team. All right. If we find an applicant that we want to interview, we would extend that opportunity to interview. For us, we try to have a 2 interview process. So there will be an initial interview. It could be with myself and maybe with another teacher, with another staff member. Okay. If we move through that process, we would go to the second stage, which would then be bringing in a few more teachers, and then my direct supervisor, Assistant Superintendent Woolley, would be a part of that process.
Okay, so what are the usual questions that you ask in a teacher interview?
So first one we're always going to ask is, tell us a little bit about yourself, tell us about your experience, things that we look for specifically for our school. We're going to ask questions about content. What is your content knowledge? How do you utilize standards for the state? What does your behavior management look like in class? How do you incorporate technology? And then for us is, how do you build relationships with students, and the community? Those are our big ones that we're going to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah, things we're looking for is determination, hardworking, those intangible skills that we can work with. Okay, we're looking for someone that we can coach. And coachability is a huge piece, because I would take someone who is coachable rather than someone maybe who is kind of a know-it-all. It's like, I got this, don't worry about it. Because it's our job too as school leaders to help grow educators. So we're looking for those qualities, dependability, and just someone who has a passion for education and a passion for working with students. Yeah. So the big thing is always do your research. I remember when I was interviewing, I would look at the school. I would look at the demographics. I would learn as much as I could about the school. So go to their school website. Look at some of their test scores. So you could really, when you step in the interview, about, for example, Karis Academy. You know what our demographic is. You know that we teach responsive classroom. Those are all big things that could really set you apart. And then just, being yourself, being honest. And being confident in that interview process will help us. Yeah. Another trick I always do is make sure you are following up with your interviews. When you finish your interview, always send that thank you email to them.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. I had a great interview, and maybe if you have some other things that maybe you didn't share, you can put those in the interview. Maybe you have another document of a work sample. Those are all great things that you could do. I typically, if I were ever to do my interview process, if I interviewed, by the next morning, I would make sure I would send that email to anyone that was on the interview panel for that day.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's the first time I've heard about it.
Yeah, it is. It's just showing the initiative that you care, that you want this role, and that you're committed to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I think maybe at the elementary school level they would look for more fluency in English, just because students are still learning how to be fluent in their native language of English. At the high school level, maybe not so much. I know that I hired one of our J1 teachers that is currently at the middle school, high school, and that was not anything that deterred me when hiring for the middle school, high school level. Elementary school, I think there might be a little bit more focus on that, but nothing that I think would deter someone from the role.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the big thing is just, again, do your research, find where you really want to be, because again, the plan is, Keith, you've been here for what, 7 years now?
Oh, I wish.
7, 5?
4.
4? Okay. But, finding a place where you fit, just as well, making sure that you're comfortable as well. Don't just, I never say just take a job, but, find somewhere where you think you could become better as a teacher. And it's a good situation for you, and you have your opportunity to do something you love, which is educate. So just sticking to that.
It's awesome. Thank you so much for the time.
No problem, Keith.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, that was Mr. Wheatley. He's super cool. He's super chill. He's supposed to be our principal in the high school and middle school, high school, but then he got transferred to K5. Parang siya yung top gun namin sa principal. And that's it, guys. I hope you like this video and I hope you learned something. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this to other people who might need this. Okay, this is Keith, your casual teacher, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.